This is the worst Lovecraft adaptation I've ever seen. It has very little to do with the story. These next two films I paired together for a reason. The 1970 film, The Dunwich Horror, it's an adaptation of the H.P. Lovecraft story, The Dunwich Horror. Night of the Seagulls, you have a couple, right? They move to the seaside, kind of remote seaside village. All the people are strange. They act kind of weird. In the medieval times, these knights lived, and they would find women in the village and sacrifice them to this weird frog deity. It's like this big statue. It looks like kind of a demon frog. That whole thing, the idea that they're sacrificing these women to this frog deity, is very much Shadow over Innsmouth. It's seaside town. You got weird people, townsfolk that don't like to talk to outsiders. And so it's got a Lovecraftian angle to it. Hundreds of years later, they continue to sacrifice women to this frog deity. So I'm going to play the trailer.
A new terror fills the screen with horror. The Night of the Seagulls. Where are these women going, dressed in mourning, leading a young girl to sacrifice? Mystery surrounds the horsemen from the ancient past. The Night of the Seagulls.
There you go, folks. That's, if you want to watch the entire trailer, it's on YouTube. It's inexplicably 5 minutes long. Pretty much shows it's like a condensed version of the entire freaking movie. I don't know why. But as you saw in the trailer, you see at the very beginning, there's like this weird looking frog deity, this statue. And that's what they're sacrificing the women to on this, the seaside town. It's kind of a slowly paced film. They've got these, knights that come back and they're all skeletons and they kind of move slowly. They're not much of a threat. And they discover at one point they can light them on fire. It's interesting, though. I mean, I did watch the entire film. Which brings us to the actual Lovecraft adaptation, the 1970 film, The Dunwich Horror, starring Dean Stockwell. When a stranger arrives on campus, a graduate student falls under his spell. Her professor must save her from a mysterious and sinister ritual. Starring Sandra Dee, Dean Stockwell, Ed Begley, and this Sam Jaffe is also in this. I've read and reread The Dunwich Horror several times, at least in my life. This is the worst Lovecraft adaptation I've ever seen. It has very little to do with the story. In the first place, Dean Stockwell's character, Wilbur Whately, which is in the book, right? He's the main character. No, he's not wooing women, folks. He's like a freak. The guy is like ready to change into a interdimensional demonic animal. They just completely made it like, oh yes, well, we have to have this kind of vague love interest between Dean Stockwell and Sandra Dee. And that is just bullshit. There is no Sandra Dee character, okay, in the story. It's just a complete load of bollocks.
The Dunwich Horror. come back, old ones, princes of darkness, and repossess the earth.
The Dunwich Horror, based on H.P. Lovecraft's terrifying tale of those who explore the unspeakable. Starring Sandra Dee, Dean Stockwell, Academy Award winner Ed Begley, Sam Jaffe. He believes the history of horrendipity written here. The love story of a girl looking to the future, and a boy dedicated to the mysteries of the past. He invokes the unspeakable.
Ya, Satha.
She invites it.
You're one of us now.
It's a depthless paradise of terror where fear eternal lives. And the dead come to life.
I've never heard anything like that.
Initially, what I understood was that Richard Stanley was going to do an adaptation of the Dunwich Horror. Now, he did a recent adaptation of Lovecraft's The Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage, which is very good. It only deviates on a couple of points, and I think he could handle the Dunwich Horror.